Hi Sagittarius, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read is a general read for the collective of Sagittarius, meaning anybody that has Sagittarius anywhere in their chart, this message is meant for you. It may not necessarily be your personal message, it might be the message for a person sitting next to you that has Sagittarius in their chart. However, my full intent and purpose is to get this message directed to you personally. As you can see, this message is Spirit sending forth a message to you. And so Spirit is taking the reins of this message. You may or may not recognize this message as being yours in the very beginning, within the first couple of minutes. I do encourage you to pay close attention because this message can be in regards to something from the past that has happened that they want you to look at and learn from. It can be something currently happening that they want to guide you through, something to come to give you a heads up about, or in regards to an individual, the message can be kind of screwy. It can be a message to you about them, to them about you. It can be flip-flopped that way throughout the entire read. Again, pay close attention, apply it where it's appropriate, disregard what does not fit, but I definitely encourage you to not force this message to fit your situation. You should know within the first couple minutes if it is or is not your message. You should sit on the edge of your seat and say, whoa, that's me, or your bones vibrate, or it just ring-a-dings with you and you resonate completely with this message. If you do not, then I definitely encourage you to go observe your other natal chart zodiacs. There may be a more pertinent and applicable message within those. Okay, as you can see, I have the majority of the cards down. I saved clarification and further messages for when you arrived. We're going to do a quick overview, and then we're going to do some clarification to see if we can kind of pinpoint and get to the meat of the read here. So, as you can see, before we begin, actually, in all honesty, I'd like to stop for a second. And before we begin, I would like to ask Spirit to assist Sagittarius in opening their eyes to see, their ears to hear, their heart to feel, their intuition to discern this message that they are about to receive. Now we can go forward. As you can see, your overall energy is the Strength card. It's Leo energy. And with that energy, you're being encouraged to stand strong, be confident in what you do, and do not lash out, but use your strength in all that you do. Because in all honesty, if you look at this card, we're very beautiful when we stand strong and confident, and we hold back from lashing out. Very powerful. All right, so your current situation is the Ace of Swords. Needing to speak the truth, get some clarity in something, and or have a new beginning out of that. Because when we speak our truth and we get that aha moment, new beginnings come from that at any rate. So your thought process is the death card, and that is an ending. You could very well be transforming something, however, this is an end. Quite literally, the complete end to something, the death of something. So you're wanting to bring an end to something, and that is it. Closing it out. That's on your thought process, or something else has came to an end. Your desire is the Ten of Cups, just to be happy. Isn't that most everybody's desire, is to be happy? The obstacle, maybe a relationship in regards to the way it's sitting here. It's a challenge, it's an obstacle, is your stability, home, hearth, happiness, family life, celebrations. That's your obstacle and challenge. And your possible outcome is the Ten of Swords. A very painful ending, possible betrayal. But we'll do some clarification and see if we can really get a little more information here, because not always do these cards stand for what they say right there. A lot of times you need clarification to go a little farther. The bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. And this is the individual with a plan so that we are always successful and not giving up, but continuing to pursue. Nine of Wands behind that. And that's what makes success, is when you continue to pursue, you have a plan, and you push through and continue to move forward with it. Success comes from it. All right, let's get some clarification here and see if we can find out a little bit more here. Please clarify the Strength card for Sagittarius, overall energy. Please clarify the Strength card for Sagittarius and the overall energy. Thank you. We have the High Priestess. And then, as you can see, it fell out like that. So it's almost to the side. Not really certain what we're going to do here. Can be a water energy, or you're taking on water energy. Pisces for the High Priestess. Trying to decipher whether or not you should or should not move on. Wrestling with yourself about a path to choose. Please clarify the Ace of Swords, wanting some insight. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. Okay, that was weird. Four swords on its side, that's too many there. We'll do a quick overview here, really quick, and then I'll put them back. So we'll see what we have to say here. Hierophant, the World, Seven of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles. So wanting to get in some enlightenment on how to end a cycle, to begin new, take a stand on what you're meant to do, and celebrate having equal give and take. So definitely the Four Swords, needing to go into a temporary lockdown is what I just heard. Go into a temporary lockdown. It's stressing you out, though. You know, you're feeling a little antsy in regards to that. I'm going to do a quick shuffle since I had all those cards there. You're holding off on taking that time out so you can get some clarification, to get that aha moment. Literally, this card is the aha moment. It's the light bulb moment. And you're kind of putting that off. But you are aware that it is some time should be taken so you can get some insight, and we may see the card the Hermit come out here, but you know, the Four Swords and the Hermit kind of go hand in hand here. Please clarify the Death. Please clarify Death for Sagittarius. What is on their thought process? What is in their thought process? What's on their mind? Please clarify Death. Eight of Wands. Yeah, moving on. Bringing it into a situation and moving on. Reflecting on the unknown and how it was. It may very well be a fire energy that you were interacting with, but you were reflecting on some behaviors. And it really, you know, just weighs on you quite a bit. And that's where you're like, it needs to come to an end. Does it need to transform into something else? Do I need to just move on? I need to take some time and go into Hangman and kind of put everything on hold so that I can look at the whole picture and make a clear decision here. Okay, please clarify the Ten of Cups. It's your desire, as is everybody's. You know, just want to be happy. I just want to be happy, dang it. So, Fiery energy. Hesitant on making an offering. And seriously, is this it's got to be a fire energy that you're encountering here. Or I mean, are you interacting with another fire energy? But they're either they're holding off on making an offering and moving toward you. You know, they're pretty confident. You're pretty confident. Apply it where it's appropriate. There's a lot of confidence here. There's a lot of strength. But there's definitely a holding back of bringing forth an offering, bringing forth that proposition. And it's crossing you, Sagittarius. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. And it's crossing you. So there's hesitation there, whether it be on your part or their part, but we're holding back. And obviously I can see why. You know, is it going to work? Is it even going to be? Well, okay. I guess I don't need to say Four of Wands. King of Wands here. Wow, we've got the King and Queen sitting right next to each other. Fire energy match. As far as passion goes, there is passion here, but is there emotion? There's a lot of passion that's out here. We've got a lot of fire cards, but is there, you know, emotion in this? Because the emotions are questionables. Focusing on the fact of a Tower, realizing that this is a challenge to be able to have stability. Clarify the Ten of Swords, please, for the possible outcome for Sagittarius. Again, it's on its side. Not really moving forward, just kind of with that Hangman, we're just kind of staying stagnant in not putting forth that effort of building something new, building something, planting a seed so that you can then have something stable. And so an end may very well come out of it, and it may very well be not a happy ending. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Star in the World and the Hierophant with the Six of Cups. And Seven of Cups with the Three of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So all that's saying is that you're holding on to, and again, apply it where it's appropriate to the other individual. We're retaining the belief that we will have a new beginning, a new cycle. Things will close out and something new will come out of it. And there will be a relationship with this person from the past, looking at all the different opportunities that are presented in order to make it work, Three of Pentacles, and be successful, King of Pentacles. So, you know, we still hold the belief that it can work. Just got to take the time to get that direction. Make a plan so it can be successful. Well, let's see if we can get some messages here. Any further messages for Sagittarius in regards to the spread, please? Wow. Okay. Let's see what we have here. It's me, not you. Bottom of the deck. I don't know what to do. Need some clarity. Relationships are like toilet paper. They're afraid that they're going to be thrown away. You're not, you're what I am, and I am what you are not. So they believe you to be their twin, their soul bond. Head games are my specialty, and I don't deserve you. So they definitely know how to play you so that you don't know what to think, which is where you're having a hard time getting clarity on what to say, what to do, how to have that new beginning, what to cut away, what not to cut away. It looks like they have some fears that they need to get past. Well, let's see if we can get some guidance for you, because this kind of leads a little bit more here. All right, we'll get that then. So that fell over there. And they're all in reverse. Lovely. Well, there's some spite that's involved, and it's calling for you to be logical and not let your emotions get involved in regards to that spite. Because there was some deceit. Ten of Swords, there was betrayal there. Some charming, head games. Some promises that weren't followed through with, playing on the emotions, playing on your heart, and definitely some unemotional or imbalance in the emotions, like bringing forth unhappiness. So somebody is not happy with themselves, and they're emotionally unstable, and so they're playing head games, and I don't know if necessarily they do this on purpose. It's the I don't deserve you. They don't think they're good enough. And I did have the Five of Pentacles rear its ugly head in here. But I did address that by saying that they didn't think that they were worthy or good enough or something of that sort. But they do know that you're very special to them, but they're blowing it. And they're aware that they're blowing it. They just don't know how to stop. They don't know how to stop. And so for you to be logical in regards to this, and it can also be referring to an air element, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that you're interacting with. But they don't intentionally do this. It just happens because they're not emotionally balanced. And so they say and do things that aren't right. And that should enlighten you of what choices you have, what you wish to do. Above all, be logical about this. But we do have, and even though we have a pair down here, so we have two pairs down. We have the Queen and King of Wands, and we have the King and Queen of Swords. But the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So even though you are intellectually a match, one abuses their intellect and the other one remains logical. So I do want to point that out as far as matches go. And we're not seeing everything that's being presented to us. We're refusing to see it. balance and harmony needs to be found by taking some time out and getting their head screwed on straight. That way they can move forward then, and be successful and turn that sun around to be happy. Find happiness and joy. All right, so with that being your message today, Sagittarius, let's look and see the energies that are down here. Again, the energies are not necessarily yours, could be yours, theirs, or just what's in the bubble that's actually, having an effect on everything. I like to say that where the moon is placed, that's the energy. Say if the moon is in Sagittarius, then your energy will pick up more Sagittarian energy, and being you are Sagittarius, it'll bring out you more full fold of how Sagittarians will behave. So that's what I mean by the energy that's in the bubble. What we have here, the more major arcanas we have down, the more the divine and the universe are at work for you. The less major arcanas, the more minors. It's a decision that needs to be made, and they're waiting for you to make that decision to move forward so that they can then take action on your behalf. So what we have here as far as major arcanas, and we don't have very many, I do want to point that out, and they're waiting for you to make this decision. We do have Pisces out a couple of times. We have Leo out a couple of times. We have Scorpio out. And like I said, we have fire and air. So I'm going to just encompass it that way, because it could be any of those. It can be, for the air, it can be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And for the fire, it could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And we have all of those down here. So just know that it's fire energy and air energy that are playing a big part in here. All right. So I pray that this message has found who it needed to find and been delivered to those seeking any further messages and guidance from Spirit in regards to this message. I pray that it assisted you in opening your eyes to see, your ears to hear, your heart to feel, and your intuition to discern the message that's came through. And may it enable you to make the best possible choices for you in your own personal life path. Knowing that you can take this message in and you can disregard. It's free will. That's the wonderful thing about free will. We can do as we choose. And the divine and the universe are more than happy to accommodate us in whatever direction we choose, because they just want the best for us. So I do look forward to seeing what December brings. And until then, may all your choices be very, very blessed.